Gorgeous day to everyone. I am Eliza V. Parolion, and today I will going to discuss to you the Republic Act number 7610. So the learning objectives for our lesson is K, to learn about the Republic Act 7610, S, demonstrate the importance of Republic Act number 7610 in our lives, and A, present real-life scenarios that exhibits child abuse and exploitation. What will you do when you see someone that is being abused by their parents or by someone? So, some will say that they will report it to the nearest person to them, or others may also say that they are going to report them to the police station. So, once you have reported it to the police or to the right person, this person who's the one abusing the child will be directed or charged by our Republic Act number 7610, which is also known as the Special Protection Against Child Abuse and Exploitation. So child abuse, when we say child abuse, it is a form of maltreatment by an adult which is violent or threatening for the child. So when we say child abuse, it is a threatened or kanaganing pasakitan ta. For example, our parents, bunalan ta, hadlokon ta, gi-threat ta ba nga, ing ana nga. Dili ka magbuhat-buhat ing ana kay dili na tarong maging ana, pero kanaganing murag more on abusive na kaayo nga way or situation nga mang threat siya sa iyahang bata. So next is the exploitation. When we say exploitation, this is the act of involving a child for economic or other reasons in criminal activities. So mostly, this is a act that involves the child kay para makagain og kwarta or kanaganing any criminal activities. It may take place at the hands of parents, neighbors, schoolmates, schools, or employers, or many others. So many more. So this act is like kanaganing, for example, is child trafficking. Kanaganing you will involve a child or a teenager man gali nga i-push nimo na siya to do that job kay para naa kay maimuha naa kay makwarta, imo siyang gamiton para makakwarta ka. So that is what is meant by exploitation. So when we say Republic Act number 7610, or also known as Special Protection Against Child Abuse and Exploitation, this act is to provide special protection to children from all forms of abuse, neglect, cruelty, exploitation, and discrimination, and other conditions prejudicial their development, provide sanctions for higher commission, and carry out a program for prevention and deterrence of crisis intervention in situations of child abuse, exploitation, and discrimination. So this act will be the one to protect the child and rehabilitate the mother for what she has done to her child. So Republic Act number 7610 is a Republic Act which provides protection for the children that are engaged into abuse or kanang na-discriminate sila, na-exploit sila, or other conditions nga makahatag og threatened or it endangers the child. Then, so, the Republic Act number 7610 will take actions for this kind of situations. So it shall be the policy of the state to protect and rehabilitate children gravely threatened or endangered by circumstances which affect or will affect their survival and normal development and over which they have no control. So the Department of or the state or the Philippines or the government will or shall have this policy to protect and rehabilitate the threatened child or the endangered child, and so that they will be developed and over which kada ganing makasurvive sila through this situation, and also to rehabilitate the children to make them develop their mind, kay mostly kanang mga children nga na-abuse will have trauma, ma-traumatize sila sa mga situations nga ilahang naagian, kay kanang gikastigo sila mga ingana. So the state will protect and rehabilitate the children and also develop their mind kay for those katong mga na trauma. So we have here the Article 2 in Section 4, formulation of the program. So there shall be a comprehensive program to be formulated. So dapat jud na ay program nga mo formulate aning nga Republic Act, which is the Special Protection Against Child Abuse and Exploitation. So this program will be formulated by the Department of Justice and also together with the Department of Social Welfare and Development, or the DSWD, or in coordination with other government agencies and private sector concerned, with 1 year from the effectivity of this act. So the Department of Justice and the DSWD should be the one to take responsibility in formulating this program together with the government, so that they will ensure that the people or the child will find the justice that they wanted and can assure the safety of the child and for the protection of the child also, but and also for their effectively nurtured and rehabilitate their needs of the child, and also to those who give them violence and crime. So dapat the DSWD and Department of Justice will take actions for these certain situations. So next is the Article 3, Section 5, which is the child prostitution and other sexual abuse. So children, whether male or female, who for money, profit, or any other consideration or due to the coercion of influence of any adult, syndicate, or group, indulge in sexual intercourse or lascivious conduct, are deemed to be children exploited in prostitution and other sexual abuse. So this child prostitution or other sexual abuse or the child trafficking is ato ni siyang kuan because mostly ang mga adults or mostly gani ang mga parents ilang gigamit ang ilahang babae or lalaki nga bata so that they will make money or make this kaning child prostitution, gigamit nila kay para maka-income sila, they can buy their needs and any other that they wanted kay through this child prostitution. Di ba, when we say child prostitute, kay kato ganing mga bata pa nga na involved sila into ganing mangkuan sila mga laki nga para gamiton sila de yung bayaran na sila. So that is what we call child prostitution. So there are many circumstances nga nakadungog na kuaning child prostitution here in our town, kanang mostly kung ang ilahang parents is ingani ang panginabuhi, which is prostitution, then their child also will be kanang ilahang gi-influence ilahang child to be part of this prostitute, kanang rag ilahang gihimo nga work to have an income ani nga prostitution. So others may also kanang mga syndicate, kanang manguha sila kanang mga male or female nga ilahang gamiton kay para gipaila-ila more on kana ganing nagamit ra sila og social media as the way to talk to other foreign, for example kanang mga foreigners, kanang mag-request na sila mostly kita ko sa salida nga nag-request sila to have ganing unsay tawag anang through video call ra gani nga pabuhaton ng bata ingani nang murag mag-request ang foreigner to what the child will going to do kay para mabayaran sila, and also the syndicate kanang mga sindikato muna sila kanang nag-push ana nga para buhaton na sa mga bata. to indulge in this sexual intercourse. So that will fall in Article 3, Section 5. So for those nga child prostitution or other sexual abuse, this will be fall in RA 7610 Article 3 Section 5. So katong nag-ingon ani, they will be having a charge for this assault or for this kind of abuse. So next is the Article 4 Section 7 child trafficking. So the same as kaning child trafficking mahulog ra excuse mahulog ra gyapon ni siya sa exploitation, because any person who shall engage in trading and dealing with children, including but not limited to act of buying and selling of a child for money or for any other consideration or barter shall suffer the penalty of reclusion temporal to reclusion perpetua. This penalty shall be imposed in its maximum period when the victim is under 12 years of age. So, child trafficking, mauna ni siya kanang mostly kanang imuhang naay mga bata nga kanang gibarter ra gani nga pailisan ra nilag kwarta ng bata kuan kay para maka gain sila or kana ganing they will have a ginansya ani nga bata kay ilahan na silang pabayloan. The term is pabayloan, or some will sell the child kay para mahimuan nila sila og reclusion temporal. So the penalty if this kanaganing mga syndicate will, or the criminals or the parents man gani siya which engage to this kind of child trafficking, iyang gigamit ang bata through selling or buying or any bartering, then the child is under 12 years of age, then he will be having this penalty in the RA 7610 Article 4 Section 7. So he will be charged, or she will be charged for this kind of situation or for this kind of crime. Why is it important that we have this Republic Act number 7610? So Republic Act number 7610, also known as the Special Protection Against Child Abuse and Exploitation, is very important, especially that here in the Philippines, there are mostly abused child here, and for them that they can find justice, and also they will be safe and protected by this Republic Act, and also to nurture and rehabilitate the child's in their special needs, and for them or for the syndicate or the one that abused them will have the penalty of this kind of act. That would be all for the discussion about Republic Act number 7610, and also known as Special Protection Against Child Abuse and Exploitation.